Well, a new report is out trying to get to the bottom of American health issues. The second Make America Healthy Again report follows the first report shared back in May. Well, now here's what it includes. Whole milk could be making its way back into schools, and new dietary guidelines are also on the horizon, along with the possible reinstatement of school presidential fitness test. Now, on the farmer side, numerous agriculture associations are bigger fans of this release than the first. Back in May, those groups worried that pesticides and other chemicals farmers use could be limited. But now, many feel as though there are less restrictions on farmers. And it's why I caught up with Ed Thomas. He's the Vice President of Governmental Affairs for a different kind of farmer input, fertilizer. Now, he explains the difference between the many tools that farmers use and how precision agriculture could play a bigger role in the future. How are you today, Ed?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me, Haley.
Yes, well, we're glad to have you here. And like I had mentioned just before, during this first report, quite a few agriculture groups had some concerns. But this report, it seems like, is different. I mean, what's your take on the second MAHA report?
Yeah, so we are, really grateful for President Trump and his administration for really reaching out and working with the ag community, especially with us here at the Fertilizer Institute. I think we were able to really bring our resources to the table and inform that report to make real strides in making healthy food for the children and for the American public, to be frankly, yeah.
And so what differences from that first report are in this report that you're more pleased about?
Well, it's more of a focus on soil health, how we can implement conservation practices, standards to really target nutritional fertilizers to get to those plants, innovative products that are on the market. There's a lot of biological type of innovative products that are coming to market that are improving soil health. A lot of things that are in the growers and farmers' toolboxes to really improve that and drive that message home and making the plants more healthy. Which if they're more healthy, they increase more nutrients, which are essential elements for our bodies to metabolize.
Yes. Well, agriculture seems to be, pretty pleased with this report, but not everyone is happy about it. I know that there's some anti-GMO and pesticide groups, such as Moms Across America, that are kind of disappointed in this. And they believe that some of these chemicals need further review. I mean, what's that application process like for the chemicals that farmers use on their crops maybe every year?
Right. So I'd like to back up just a little bit because I think there is a misunderstanding, a fundamental misunderstanding by a lot of Americans that just don't understand the differences between the crop inputs. Like, so for example, fertilizers are plant food. You have to eat to stay alive. If you don't, you wither away or you get really upset and start protesting that you don't have enough food. So and they are fundamentally different from pesticides, which I like to akin to medicine. Like, so if you don't take your high blood pressure medicine or your insulin for diabetes, you're gonna wither away. You're gonna die. You're not gonna do as well. And so those are really different inputs and have different functions for plant health. And the process that pesticides have to go through is extremely stringent. It's very thorough. It is world renowned. We're the best in the world at vetting the safety of our pesticides. So, but you really do need to understand the differences between pesticides and herbicides and fertilizers. And frankly, there's another very innovative product that's entering the marketplace called plant biostimulants, which these are biological components and different really innovative compounds that help plants do better under stressful conditions.
Earlier, you were talking a little bit about some of these inputs and some of this precision agriculture. And I know the EPA Administrator Lee Zeldin talked about precision agriculture during this press conference. I mean, what role does that play in the future of a lot of these inputs that farmers are using?
Yeah, it's amazing. These farmers are so they are scientists in the field. They are using agriculture. They're using this innovation in the space. Getting that fertilizer, getting those herbicides and pesticides directly applied to that weed or to that pest and getting that fertilizer next to the plant and in the ground and available to that plant when it needs it, right? And so technology has just come so far that uh, I would love to get a class of a couple million people in the field to really show them how innovative farmers are and how important it is and how far we've come from really applying those inputs in a very precise manner.
Well, thanks for joining us. I appreciate you being here.